Hello, everyone. Dr. Bakes here, back with a review for you guys. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the update video for MCW for the MCW update video. I promised you guys. Those of you who saw the last couple episodes, the Cruiserweight Championship and the Hardcore Championship matches. I did announce that I would make an update video. Announce that after I did the Hardcore Championship matchup, I will be taking a 1 month break. I will be having an update video releasing yeah, sorry my rest reflexes, but anyway, well, I said once I got done with the Hardcore Championship episode, everyone, I would be going into more detail while I'll be taking a month break and stuff like that in regards of MCW related videos here on the channel, and also what the big announcements I had planned as well, whatever the hiatus does, and so sorry, cough there, everyone. But anyway, now there was basically mainly two reasons why I'm doing this 1 month break. Everyone, first and probably most obvious reason because I did go into a little bit detail about this. My overall channel update I released a couple weeks back, everyone, but everyone, I would be I did announce that video. I would be transitioning of MCW from 2K18 to 2K19, and everyone, as you all know, 2K19 will be out in early October. October 9th, to be more specific. However, I will be getting it a few days early. Sorry for coughing there. But anyway, however, I will be getting it a few days early, just like I did last year. I pre-ordered the deluxe edition for 2K19. So. And the 1 month break, everyone will give me it'll be a little bit, it'll be closer. It'll be relatively closer to the release to whenever I do have to, where I do get 2K19 stuff like that, I come back to do MCW at the end of September, stuff like that, be relatively closer to get 2K19 stuff like that, or what. So sorry, cough there, but anyway, anyone, again, apologize for the cough there. I'm still be a little bit on sick, but I have been getting better though. So but anyway, everyone, if I cough get more times in this video, I don't know why, but I have been getting better though. So, but anyway, back to the topic at hand, everyone. Whenever I come back, do MCW related stuff, it'll be relatively closer for me. Yeah, around the end of September, close to the end of September. September 23rd, 24th, around that time. Be relatively closer for 2K19 to be released, and for me to receive the deluxe edition at least. So it'll give me an early start to begin the process of transitioning everything from the competitors we currently have on MCW, and also all the championships design, stuff like that. For MCW to transition from 2K18 to 2K19. So that's reason number one. Now, reason number two is very simple, everyone. Now, everyone, while I have been having a lot of fun bringing back MCW and getting back into it, stuff like that, doing more episodes, and everyone, I do still plan on continuing MCW for the future. It's not the only thing I do here on this show anymore. I also do I get back to doing other things here on the channel, like about my movie reviews and eventually review other forms of entertainment, like TV shows and stuff like that. And I also mentioned in my last update video, I do want to do some other things. That's not on this channel. I do have other channels I do plan on releasing content for, stuff like that. Sorry, hold there. Wait, I said do have other channels I do have plan on producing content for, stuff like that. And I do have a couple of rant videos I have in mind I've been wanting to make for a little while now. So just get back in the groove of doing other things here on the channel aside from doing stuff for MCW, stuff like that. Like I said, don't plan on stopping MCW for any time soon, everyone. But at the same time, it's not the only thing I focus here on the channel. I also do reviews and stuff like that for the channels. Reviews, rants, and other things here on the channel and stuff like that. So, do want to get back in the groove of that, stuff like that. So, that was the reason why I'm doing the 1 month break, everyone. However, everyone, I do have I will be doing some very big things here next couple months, for MCW and really get the season going and stuff like that. Yeah, exciting period. Things really excited for for you fans of MCW to be watching stuff like that. So I do have a little something planned as a little final hurrah before I MCW related thing for 2K18 before I officially make the transition over to 2K19. Everyone, so. I will get back more to that in a bit, everyone. It does involve one of my big announcements I have to make. One of my couple big announcements I want to make in the video, everyone. I will get to the first really big one, everyone. Now, everyone, I did kind of talk about doing this idea a little bit, my overall chill update video, everyone, but after consideration, what I have decided to officially go through with it. So, everyone. After officially going through with everyone, I officially go through the idea. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to announce that couple months time for now, everyone, there will be an MCW roster draft. As the roster, overall current roster for MCW will be split into two separate rosters, everyone, two different brands, everyone. One brand will be called MCW Fire. There will be MCW Ice. And yeah, everyone, a little opposite there, so but anyway, everyone, those will be the two brand names, everyone, and once the draft happens, and the roster will be split in two, and one brand, and it'll be relatively 50-50, everyone, with terms of the roster and stuff like that. Where about half will go to Fire, the other half will be Ice or something like that. Relatively close to 50-50, everyone. And everyone, we also have commissioners and general managers for each brand, which will be unveiled. For who they are, they will be revealed at the draft, everyone. And everyone, we also got a couple of new signings for MCW as well. That will be revealed in the draft as well. However, it won't be until the draft happens. 4 of them are from open slots we have available for the roster. That me and MCW management decided to fill up. And unfortunately, everyone, they're also a fit spot. Unfortunately, as me already current member of the roster that had to decide to part ways with MCW due to personal reasons, and that is Glow Harambe. So now, everyone, you guys have seen Glow Harambe. He hasn't appeared in any of the episodes and stuff like that, but he was on the house shows and Glow Harambe. If you're listening to this, if you listen to Skull Robbie, for the short time you were with us, we're gonna miss you. So, and wish you best of luck in future endeavors, stuff like that. So, but there'll be 5 new signings for the MCW roster. Those will be revealed at the draft, everyone. So, who they are, if they aren't revealed as one of the competitors that's drafted to the brand, we will unveil them relatively close to the end of the show and stuff like that. Who they are, so. And speaking of the draft itself, everyone, I'm going to get to the rules of it real quick. And also, now it's a little bit of the card, stuff like that. Everyone, as for the draft, card itself for the draft, there will be 10 matches in total. And 5 of them will be for draft boys pick matches. Although I'll get a little bit more detailed updates, everyone. Basic rules of the draft, everyone. Before the draft begins, there will be a coin flip between the commissioners and general managers for Fire and Ice to see who will get the first overall draft pick. And in between matches, the average picks will be 3 per brand. Fire will have 3 picks, and Ice will have 3 picks for each roster, stuff like that. So, so there'll be 3 picks for Fire, 3 picks for Ice. Everyone, with the exception of that rule being the draft boys pick matches, which the first 41 will be for 1 boys draft pick each, and each brand will potentially have 4 picks in between the draft picks between one match and another one, stuff like that. and with the 4 picks, 1 pick for each. One bonus pick for each, with the exception of the 5th and final matchup, everyone, which will be worth for 2 bonus draft picks. So, and when it comes relatively close by the end, the event, everyone, the sorry, call there. One of the brands could potentially have 5 picks to choose from on the roster. So, again, everyone apologize for the coughing there. So, but anyway, everyone, I will say the majority of the roster will be drafted at the brand, stuff like that, and everyone, if the chance that the entire roster is not revealed who will be drafted, everyone, we will release a separate video announcing the full rosters for Fire and Ice, which competitors will be going from one brand to another. Everyone, the other couple rules here, is that if a tag team member or faction member is picked, then the commissioner or general managers will have the option to either select that one specific member of the group or bring the whole group as a whole to their brands. So teams and singles will count as one pick, everyone. So, the third rule, everyone, that there will be no switch draft picks. So, for example, if one competitor is drafted from Fire and then if they get picked again and they will be drafted to Ice, they will be going to the brand that they have been selected for originally. There will be no redrafts, But nothing like what WWE's done a couple times, like with Triple H and John Cena back in their drafts before the current brand split, stuff like that. So we're not gonna have anything like that happen at the draft, everyone. So don't worry about that. So sorry, come there. But anyway, everyone, sorry, come there. Everyone, the last little thing I want to get in detail related to the draft, everyone, is that as for the championship, you're probably wondering, Hunter, what's going to happen with the championships? Well, everyone, about 3, each brand will have 3 championships exclusive to it, while 2 of our current championships will be inter-brand titles. Fire and Ice will have a main championship, a secondary championship, and a 3rd-tier title to go after. Of course, everyone, our current main championship is the MCW championship. Whichever title the MCW championship goes to, will be exclusive to that brand, and the other brand will have its own main title exclusive and stuff like that. As for secondary titles, same thing. Intercontinental Championship will be exclusive to one brand, and the United States Championship will be exclusive to another one, and the 3rd-tier titles, the Cruiserweight and Hardcore Championship, will be exclusive to a brand as well. So, and there will only be 2 championships, there'll be inter-brand championships, everyone. That's the MCW Women's Championship and the MCW Tag Team Championships. So, sorry about that, everyone, but anyway, that's pretty much it for the championships. Everyone, 3 of them will be each brand will have 3 championships exclusive. 2 of them, our current championships, will be inter-brand titles. That'll be the women's and tag team championships. So, and everyone, before I move on to the next big announcement, I do want to make one last little detail in regards to the driver. Everyone probably wondering, Hunter, he said there are 10 matches in total. About 5 of them are going to be bonus draft pick matches. Everyone, what about the other 5? Well, everyone, I'm excited to announce this, everyone, that, ladies and gentlemen, everyone, we're going to be having 5 of our current championships defended at the MCW draft, everyone. So, and with our first championship match I want to announce, it will be for the MCW Hardcore Championship, everyone. Leader will be defending his title, and as for against who, everyone, you probably wonder everybody, well, I talked about MCW management, and we thought it'd be fair to give the runner-ups, well, at least it'll be like that for most of the championship matches. I'll get more detail about that in a bit, everyone, but be relatively close to them, for the competitors that came relatively close to become champions of the matches, like the runner-ups for their respective matches, we thought it'd be fair to give them the first opportunity at the championships, everyone. So, our first championship matchup will be for the MCW Hardcore Championship, as Leonardo and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will defend the title against Stewie Griff, everyone. Everyone, this will be an ordinary hardcore-based match, everyone. As ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be for the first time defense. It's gonna be taking place of draft. We want to make things very exciting, stuff like that for you guys to see. So, ladies and gentlemen, the match. I wasn't forward this before I made the video here, but that the MCW draft, Leonardo and Stewie Griffin will face each other for the Hardcore Championship in a 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere match. For those of you who have seen falls count matches before, you know those matches get very brutal, but with the 2 out of 3 falls rule added in place, that's going to be very chaotic. And those of you who saw the final 2 of the MCW Hardcore Championship matchup between Stewie and Leonardo, it was a very back and forth battle between both men, and either one of them come out of the champion. Leo walked out the winner of that matchup. We'll see who walks out between them in this matchup here. It should be a very exciting match to see between Leonardo and Stewie Griffin. So I wish both of them the best of luck going into that hardcore champion matchup. So that's our first championship match announced. Everyone, the second one is also going to be kind of a rematch, everyone, as well. As the MCW Tag Championship will be on the line as well, everyone. As we're going to have a rematch for the finals of the Tag Championship tournament. As Rick and Morty will make their first official title defense of the MCW Tag Championships against. Sorry, what? They're bugging here. Sorry, there was a little bug there, but anyway, everyone, I was about to announce to everyone, Rick and Morty they'll have their first official title defense, and they will be defending against the team they went up against in the finals of the MCW Tag Championship tournament to win the championships. SpongeBob and Patrick, the Goofy Goobers. Now, those of you who saw the finals, was a very competitive match between both Rick and Morty and SpongeBob and Patrick. I expected a rematch to be just as competitive, if not more, for the tag team championships. Similar to the hardcore champion matchup, I wish both teams the best of luck going to the match, everyone. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as for the third championship matchup, now everyone, I'll be defending everyone. I'm very excited to announce. I am very excited to announce this, everyone. It'll probably be one of our more anticipated matches on night one. As ladies and gentlemen, the MCW Women's Championship will be on the line, everyone. Sakura Hagiwara, she'll have her first official title defense of the championship at the draft. Everyone, originally this was going to be a one-on-one matchup. Everyone, by the way, this ties into the other debate. That's what I want to make. I'll get back to that in a bit, but this was originally going to be a one-on-one matchup. But those of you who saw earlier this month that at the DCA's latest mega event of Sakura Hagiwara went one-on-one the first time ever in Call Wrestling against Reiko Hinamoto. And those two had a very, very competitive matchup. One of the best matches of the year I've seen so far in virtual wrestling, in my own personal opinion. So, but at the end of the day, everyone, Sakura ended up losing to Reiko. And Reiko did come out the winner of that match between her and Sakura. So, and as you all know, me and Russ Lane saw it. We shouted it out, and I can't remember if it was either part 5 or 6 in the Tag Team Championship tournament. Everyone, but me and Russ Lane, we saw that with everyone, and not too long after we did that match, everyone aired and stuff like that. Everyone, me and Russ Lane, we had a bit of a talk with management in regards of what to do with the MCW Women's Championship picture. Everyone, normally we wouldn't count what other competitors, count, what other competitors do with other colleagues, stuff like that. Just mainly focus on what they do with MCW, our colleague. But considering how much of that for both Reiko and Sakura put the match up, and Reiko did earn herself that victory against Sakura. We're gonna make an exception of this for everyone. So, everyone at the MCW draft, the Women's Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match. As Sakura Hagiwara will make her first title defense against the woman. She went one-on-one with their Redemption. And defeat not only went with her at Redemption and defeat her as well. The Zero Fire Reiko Hinamoto. And also a third competitor that'll be determined. Again, kind of involves my other announcer, everyone. I'll get back to that in a bit, but should be very exciting matchup, everyone. And both Sakura and Reiko involved, and whoever the third competitor is going to be, and so that for the Women's Championship. Again, I'll get more into detail about the RB. That's what I want to make everyone. So, right now, move on with the rest of the match cards for the MCW Draft one. Everyone, one of the two final championship matches I have announced. You have the fourth one. Everyone overall, championships will be defended. The Intercontinental Championship will be alive as well. Everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who remember, back in episode 2, Kratos did become the Intercontinental Champion by defeating some other competitors in an 8-man elimination matchup. He will be having his first title defense at the draft, everyone. And however, similar to the MCW Women's title picture, although not exactly as this did involve in terms of house shows, and on their house show matches involving Kratos, stuff like that. There's been some changes to the matchup. I don't remember what it was, but there's been some changes. So, everyone, the Intercontinental Championship will be on the line in a fatal 4-way match. Kratos will be defending the championship against the man that almost became the champion. That was relatively close to becoming the first Intercontinental Champion for MCW. Back in episode 2, everyone, the 8-man elimination matchup for the Intercontinental title. The Kingdom will call himself the Black Panther. And the two competitors that managed to defeat Kratos in non-title bouts and have been waiting to get themselves and felt like they were worthy for an Intercontinental Championship opportunities. So, and I'm talking about a match everyone. We decided to make it official. Everyone at the FL4 matchup. The other two men that we had to matchup. The other two men that Kratos will be facing for your Intercontinental Championship will be one half of the symbiotes, the symbiotic psychopath himself, Carnage, and the fourth and final competitive match, everyone, the legendary Super Saiyan Broly. So everyone, it's going to be Kratos, Black Panther, Carnage, and Broly going at a fatal 4 match for the Intercontinental Championship at the MCW draft, everyone. Everyone, there is some occasion at the match, everyone, because I was recently, this was another thing I was informed of before I started recording this video, everyone, is that the 4 men will actually have an opportunity to face each other early before the draft. However, it'll be a non-title bout, and it's gonna be a 4-man over the top rope battle royal. So, now everyone, whether if you want to see it or not, everyone, I asked management if you guys want to see that matchup, and they said they want to see it. Let them hear it. The opportunity. So, guys, if you want to see that matchup here on the channel, just let me know down in the comments below. Now, aside from this match and another matchup I played to announce involving one more time match, everyone, I will be taking a break from MCW, but if you guys do want to see this match and another match I plan to announce it here, involving our final championship matchup, I have to announce everyone. Let me know down below, but aside that, I will be taking a month break for MCW related stuff, so, anyway, as I was saying, everyone, the house show, everyone, it'll be a 4-man over the top rope battle royal between the 4 competitors, and whoever wins that match, everyone, will get to pick the stipulation for the Intercontinental Championship match going into the MCW draft. So, all 4 men have the opportunity to choose a match that could favor them in some way, shape, or form. So, again, if you guys want to see that 4-man over the top rope battle royal, get a little preview of what's going to be like between all 4 of them for the Intercontinental Championship, let me know down in the comments below and stuff like that. So, now, everyone, there's only one more matchup to announce in the card, everyone, and this match will be the main event for the MCW draft, everyone. And it should be no surprise, everyone, our biggest prize in MCW as right now, the MCW Championship itself. For those of you who remember, all the way back in episode 1, Kyle Red defeated 29 other competitors in the Gold Rush Rumble to become the inaugural MCW champion, everyone. And everyone for the past, everyone may not notice it's the on-air house shows, everyone, Kyle Red's been bragging about and stuff like that, that he's the best in the company, stuff like that, and there's nobody on the roster that can beat him, stuff like that, so. Everyone, similar to the women's and Intercontinental Championship matchup, this was originally a one-on-one match, but due to some things that happened on one of our house shows, there's been some changes in the matchup, so, and everyone, the MCW Championship will be on the line in a triple threat match, everyone. Kyle Red, he'll have his first official title defense of the championship, as he will defend against the man that recently defeated him in the house show, one half of the Super Mario Brothers himself, Mario. Kyle Red had some issues with the Super Mario Brothers, and Mario when he gets some payback on Kyle Red, and he recently defeated him in competition. And the talk about management, they decided to add him to the matchup, so it's a triple threat match now. So Kyle Red will defend the championship against Mario, the man that pinned him recently in one of the house shows, and a third competitor that's be determined in a house show matchup. Everyone that be an 8-man elimination match will feature some of the top competitors in MCW. Everyone. And similar to the Intercontinental Championship over the top rope, it's similar to the 4-man over top rope battle royal. Everyone, implication for the Intercontinental Championship matchup. Everyone, if you guys want to see that matchup, let me know down in the comments below. But everyone, the 8-man that will compete in that 8-man elimination matchup are Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke, Sagat, Saguchia, Sagat, start there with or start over. 8-man will be Naruto Uzumaki, Sasuke Uchiha, Sagat, Jeff the Killer, Darth Maul, Captain Jack Sparrow, Thanos, and the White Ranger. So, and similar again, guys, if you guys want to see that matchup, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll air here on the channel. But aside for this matchup, possibly this matchup in the 4-man over top rope battle royal, but I will still be taking the month break from NCAA related videos. Everyone here on the channel. So, but anyway, everyone, those 8 men will go ahead. Those 8 men will go ahead here. One, and and everyone's that match will be the third and final competitor in the MCW Championship Triple Threat match at the draft. Everyone, so make sure to stay tuned for that, everyone. So, now, everyone, there's only one more big announcement I want to make in order. Before I conclude this update video for MCW, everyone, sorry, called there, everyone. But anyway, now everyone, as you all know, I have big things planned for whenever of course, the draft itself, but however, there will be something headed before the draft, everyone. Everyone, I said I was gonna have some big, happening once what month hiatus happens and stuff like that. Everyone, that's that'll be the one thing I'll be having one more big thing happen for MCW before I officially have the transition from 2K18 to 2K19. Everyone, battling back to the Women's Championship match. Everyone, shoulder match. Everyone, for Sakura Hagiwara, Reiko Moto, a third competitor will be determined. That third competitor, she will be determined in this, everyone, because, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad to announce that we're going to be having an all-women's tournament featuring the women's division of MCW in it, everyone. Everyone, now you guys have preview what the women's division is capable of in episode 3 for the MCW Women's Championship relation matchup, but I feel like we guys should show you more what the women's division MCW is capable of, everyone. So, and plus, now I have to find out. To find out who'll be worthy enough to fight Sakura Hagiwara for the championship. Be facing Sakura Hagiwara and Reiko Moto in that triple matchup for the MCW Women's Championship at the draft, everyone. So, everyone, we're going to be having a 16-woman tournament, everyone. Starting around, that will be starting sometime in late September, everyone, and we'll be going into October. This tournament's going to be called the MCW Queen of the Ring Tournament. It'll be similar to WWE's old King of the Ring tournament, but for women. So it'll be featuring 16 women for the MCW Women's Division, everyone. This tournament will start around the end of September, everyone, and will conclude. October, everyone. And the winner of that tournament, everyone, will become the inaugural MCW Queen of the Ring. And whoever wins that tournament, everyone, she will also be the third and final competitor They'll be competing for the MCW Women's Championship at the MCW Draft, everyone. So, everyone, as for everybody probably wonder Hunter who's been confirmed so far in the tournament. Well, we'll announce the first 7 participants right now, everyone. And that is the 7 other women in the 8 women elimination matchup. They compete against Soccer Hockey War for the Women's Championship, but we're not able to, we're unsuccessful in catching the championship. But they will have another opportunity. We'll have another opportunity to get a shot at the Women's Championship in this tournament, everyone. The first 7 participants, everyone, are Pink Ranger, Lady Death, Melina, Rogue, Yang Xiaolong, Samus Aran, and Weiss. First 7 participants confirmed for the Queen of the Rain tournament, everyone. As for the other 9, everyone, they will be determined through different qualifying matches, different house shows. They have different house shows, stuff like that, everyone. So, and once we get closer to the tournament, once we get closer to time for the tournament, everyone, I will announce who will be the 16 participants in that the remaining 16 participants in that tournament, everyone. And the official brackets as well, everyone. I will also probably announce, who will be the 3rd man in the MCW Championship match as well. And the 4-man battle royal between Kratos, Carnage, Black Panther, and Broly. In case you guys, don't want to see those matches, don't want to see those matches, just want to wait and save the surprises, stuff like that for a little later on, a little bit closer to the draft, stuff like that. Okay, guys, if you guys want to see them, if you guys want to see those matches, let me know down in the comments below. So, but aside from that, everyone, that's just about wraps things up here for this updated video, everyone. For this updated video, everyone, I will be getting back into the. When we get back into the hiatus, in terms of MCW related videos, until around the end of September, where it will be the beginning of the MCW Queen of the Rain tournament. So make sure to stay tuned for that, everyone. Also, you guys, if you want to see that 4-man battle royal, and also the 8-man elimination matchup in terms of the 3rd man for the MCW Championship, everyone, let me know down in the comments below. This concludes this update video, everyone. Until next time, this is Herb Bakes signing out.